Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to Universe Says. Today's Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. And in a moment, we're going to be checking in to see what the universe has to say, the wisdom for today. And I'm Angela Copeland. Good to be with you. Hump day here. It's Wednesday on this April 7th. Taught for the first time since my heart surgery 4 classes in a row this morning and feeling pretty okay. So I was a little worried because it's the first time I've taught 4 classes in a row since early November. So it's been, what, 5 months? But it all worked out really well. So, and now I'm glad to be here with you on this beautiful and yet very hot, almost summer-like day here, almost 90 degrees in New Braunfels, Texas. I know some of you got friends in various parts of the country have snow on the ground right now. That's fun too, isn't it? Yeah. All righty, so got the calendar here. And again, my little calendar is a gift. It comes from the realtor that we used when we lived in Colorado, Stussy group. And I love that she still sends us our calendar each year. I have used this as a beautiful writing prompt. I've used this also before starting yoga classes that I'm teaching, sometimes in Pilates, especially when I did my Zoom Pilates classes during quarantine. But now I bring them to you just on their own, for their own purpose, not as an add-on to something else, but all on their own. So we're going to look at April 7th. All right. This is one of those situations, every once in a while this happens, where there's not a person attributed to the quote. I always feel just a little cheated by that. I don't know if you do, but anyway, not that I always know who the person is, even when there is someone who says the quote, I don't always know who they are. All right, so what we have for today: be decisive. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. Ew. Be decisive. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. True. Don't see as many squirrels around here, but growing up in South Carolina, and then going to Auburn for college, and then living in Montgomery following that for a long time, there were a lot of squirrels, saw a lot of squirrels, and it's that. Now here where I'm living, bigger squirrels, deer, sometimes do that, where I'm like, pick a side. And they don't go out in the middle and do that thing that squirrels do, but they stay at the side of the road and act like, I'm going to jump out at any minute. I'm like, no, either cross or stay. Anyway, be decisive. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. When you can't make a decision and you kind of go and you waffle back and forth, and you never really get anywhere, right? You might not end up flat on the road. Let's hope not. But it's only by being decisive that you can take action, right? To take action, there has to be some sort of decision that happens beforehand. And then once you've made that decision, then you can act and move forward, and either you keep going in that direction or you choose to make another decision and choose to go somewhere else. But you're always kind of moving in some forward fashion, really. So that's what I think of when I read this. Decisiveness is funny. It's for me, that sometimes I can overanalyze and get stuck in the thinking about it. But then there are times where I'm very quick, listen to my gut and move on. It's interesting. And not just like with little decisions, like, well, what are you going to wear today? But life decisions, where you're going to live, which house you're choosing, who you're choosing to partner with romantically. All of these things um, have been kind of gut level choices for me often. Um, and it's the smaller things actually that, like, what will I wear today, that I could sometimes go, oh, do I want to wear those leggings? Do I want to wear a skirt? Do I, and you go back and forth. Now, I do eventually have to make a decision because I don't walk around naked all day. But anyway, it's interesting. Sometimes it's the smaller decisions that I find myself going back and forth on. And sometimes it's the bigger decisions where I kind of close my eyes and go, yes, let's move to Italy. Haven't done that, but hey, I'm feeling a decision coming on. So it's that Stanley Tucci, darn him, on the search for Italy, making me want to go. Anyway, be decisive. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. What does that quote mean to you? How does that resonate in your fibers today? Is there something that you're not moving forward on, that you keep going back and forth on, whether it's in your personal life, your career, family? Have there times when you just bit the bullet, made a decision, moved forward, and it really blossomed into the best thing that had happened to you, perhaps? I would love to hear your thoughts on decisiveness, how it helps you or how the lack of it hurts you. And there's a difference between, I think, decisive and impulsive. Just a little tangent. To me, when I think of impulsiveness, I think of that not as a decision, but a rash action without any kind of decision process at all. Not even really checking in with your gut or your heart. It's just boom, go. I think those can sometimes be more dangerous. Anyway, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Tomorrow is Thursday, April 8th, and I get my first massage in about 5 months, and I'm counting the hours until that. It'll be very nice. I can almost feel the fingers now. But I will still be here and join you with our quote of the day. And until then, please take care of yourself.